Young Potato here.
Shirley Sugarfoot here.
Big Gorgeous.
From North America's favorite perf pop band, Big Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Say hi, Big Gorgeous.
Shut up.
You're watching Mr. Tony of the Dead.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. And this one's going to be on Shallow Grave. This is from Vinegar Syndrome, and it's directed by Richard Stiles. This movie is about these girls who are in this Catholic school, very, very religious, obviously, and they're kind of like the bad girls. But it's going to be like spring break, and they're going down to Fort Lauderdale, and they're going to be driving down there. And as they're going, they have car trouble, and the one girl goes off into the woods to go to the bathroom, and when she's out there she accidentally witnesses a murder. And at first it didn't start off as a murder. It started off like two people having sex, and then it turned into like, I'm going to tell your wife, you know, everything. And then he ends up killing the girl, and then you find out actually that this killer wears a badge. I didn't know if I should mention about a badge, but it does say it on the back here, like a feared killer wears a badge, and you know, obviously that's law enforcement, so I just said it. It's the sheriff. You find out like right away, and it's pretty shocking, you know, to find out who it is. And the thing is, the girl doesn't recognize him because she was too far away from him, but they have the girls in the jail cell because they were trying to find help and everything, because they broke into a store, or like a gas station. And right now in this place it's hunting season, so everybody's out there trying to, you know, go hunting. So everybody in the gas station was out hunting, and they got picked up for, you know, breaking in and entering basically. And there's this deputy in the movie who's kind of a hard ass, kind of a, you know, he's kind of annoying at first and everything, but like he starts to get, you know, a liking to the girls. You know, he kind of like figures they're okay, they're safe, you know, whatever. And the sheriff doesn't like this, and so they're trying to figure out who the killer is and everything, and because it's reported about what's going on. And of course they find a shallow grave, and it's a very interesting movie. I'm kind of all over the place, to be honest, but yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I did enjoy it. It's supposed to be Hitchcock-esque, if that's the word. That's what they were going for. It's kind of like a little bit of a slasher. I'll be honest, I haven't seen a lot of Hitchcock movies. I get it, you know, I get that style, so I can't even say if, like, yes, that's exactly it, which I'm sure it is. But there was likable characters in it, but there definitely were ones that I didn't care about, and I didn't care if they died. In particular, this one girl that was among the group of them, she had really short hair, and what a body on her though. Damn, what a body. But was she annoying. She turned into like this most annoying fucking person. Like, she kept saying, I want a cigarette, I need a cigarette, I need a cigarette. And then like I don't know, she's just obnoxious. Like, you could tell like she was a little spoiled bitch. And I couldn't stand her. But what happens to her actually like made my jaw drop. I was like really shocked. I was like, holy shit, like, because I wasn't expecting it. And being that it's in slow motion and cleaned up, you can like see the squib a little bit, but it was fine. Like, it was like slow motion, and it was like shocking, very, very cool. And then things happen to people like I don't care about. But yeah, all in all, this was a pretty cool movie. You'll see the reverse cover, because like, this is obviously the newer one, which I really like. If you watched my, you know, September 2021 unboxing of what came out from Vinegar Syndrome, like, this is one of them, and I really like the colors on this. I thought the colors were awesome. I love the purples and the fading of the sky and everything, and down here is the people, which, you know what, I'll be honest, they don't really look like, looking at those people here, it's like, oh, that's the people who died in the movie. you can't. They don't look like the people that died in the movie. Like, I don't think they do. So like it's not even even if I put it right up to the camera, you're not gonna be like, oh, now I know. Like, you're not gonna know. They look nothing like them. But yeah, you got the sheriff. You know, it's a good looking dude. You know, everything, like I could see him like being the talking to people in the town, and like people trusting him in that. And then you could tell the two throughout the movie, like, this is something that just shit happened, and it's not like he's done this before. It's like it starts to get to him and everything, and he gets sad, he gets angry, and he just whatever, he has to do what he has to do. But not like you feel bad for him or anything, but you could see his emotions going throughout the movie, like how things are on his mind, and he's like basically like he's fucked. Like, what do I do? What do I do? And it makes you think, like, if this was you in the situation, not that I would ever be in this situation, but what would you do? Like, first off, exactly how to cover everything up. But if you do, can you live with it? It's just crazy, and you're in charge, so everybody has to listen to you, even if like people might suspect things. Yeah, Shallow Grave was pretty cool. I don't think I've owned this before. I don't think I did. I know if I did, it was on VHS, but I don't remember if I sold it. I must have sold it, or something. I don't remember. I know I've seen the cover before. I can't tell you if I've ever owned it, which I've owned a lot of things, but I couldn't remember, because when I saw this, I was like, oh, okay. And then to get the back here, to show you the back first. I think that's beautiful. I love that. It's a little empty down here, and you get the words, embossed, of course. But I love that sky. That sky is beautiful. Kind of like makes it like look like a totally different type of movie, like peaceful, and that. And of course, in this movie, I think the most gorgeous looking girl in here is the nerdy girl. It's like she was like the nerd with a part of the group, and then the next day they're getting ready for Fort Lauderdale, and she takes her glasses off, and then all of a sudden she's like, like fucking like, kiss me beneath the viewing party, whatever the words are, swing, swing, like, oh, kiss me between the milky twilight. I think that means between her crotch. I don't know, but anyway, it's embossed here, Shallow Grave, and yeah. And then this side, the little Vinegar Syndrome emblem is embossed. This is embossed, and this is all smooth and everything. But I think these are beautiful colors on here. I really do. I think the image pops out and everything. Really, really cool. The only other thing I would have liked to see on here is the deputy, because he's pretty much a big part of this movie. I think he could have been over here somewhere, or something, But yeah, pretty cool artwork, like really cool. But when I take you see that artwork, and then when you pull that off, this is the other one, and it's kind of weird. It's just like this. It's not a spine. It's down the spine, but those are like it looks like the road in a way. And obviously they're in a grave, and this is a significance in the movie. But welcome to Medley, Georgia, because they're down there. The South gets such a bad rap for shit, like everybody's backwards, and everybody's inbred, and everything is like fucked. If you get to stop for gas, and you're fucked. That's basically what it is, and I feel bad for the South. But like that compared to this, it looks like totally different. Like, I had no idea when I saw this cover that it was the same movie. So yeah, and I gotta say, I like the newer one better. But I will say this: as much as I like the newer artwork more, I really like this color and font a lot more than this one. Like, that's fine, but I love that green. I love the font for the Shallow Grave on there, and of course they do mention Shallow Grave in the movie. They found a shallow grave, something like that they say. Same images on that side as on this side, and the special features, you have A brand new commentary track with director Richard Stiles. A commentary track with The Hysteria Continues. Looking for Magic is an interview with director Richard Stiles. A Visual Storyteller is an interview with writer-producer George Edward Fernandez. Reversible cover artwork and then the English subtitles. And one thing that I want to point out here in the description of this movie on the back here, it says Hitchcockian thriller with very strong slasher tendencies. Never released legally on disc anywhere in the world. Vinegar Syndrome is proud to bring the criminally underseen Shallow Grave to Blu-ray, freshly restored from long-believed lost 35mm elements alongside newly shot and illuminating interviews. And it did look very nice. This was another movie that they cleaned up and everything. Newly scanned and restored in 2K from 35mm vault elements. This is another movie that they cleaned up that looks fantastic. I think they're cleaning up their movies a lot better now than a lot better now than they have before. Not to say that before they didn't look nice, but and they always clean them up the best they can. But sometimes it's like, oh, this is cleaned up, really? Even with Arrow, a lot of times I'm like, oh, this is cleaned up. It doesn't look that great. It looks good, but like some Vinegar Syndrome titles, especially lately, are just like, wow, look at that. That looks amazing. And I find it amazing how things do get cleaned up. And the best thing is, a lot of times though, most of the time, which I was always worried about this, it doesn't really ruin anything. Like, sometimes you could see makeup, a little bit. It might be looking too caked on, or you might see a wire or something, but it doesn't matter, because it's like, this is how the director wanted, this is how they want it to look. They don't want it to look like dark and grimy and you can't see what's going on. Some people do that on purpose, but they wanted it to be presented like this, and this is pretty much how they wanted everybody to see the movie. And there you have the Blu-ray, and it's region A, B, and C. But like, what I'm saying, like, I love VHS. I love that because I grew up with it. But to see it transferred to this quality, it's amazing. It's like, God, I love how they do that. Some things probably do get cleaned up too much, but I'm rambling now. I'm going to shut up about it. But I'm just trying to say this looked beautiful, and it was very, very cool. One thing I don't like in this movie, and I'm going to try to say it without ruining anything, I think some people that get killed early on shouldn't have been killed early on. I think they should have kept them in the movie longer. They should have all stayed together longer instead of just boom, that's it. Something like captured or hurt, running off another direction, or something. But some people they get killed and they're done for the rest of the movie. They get too soon, I think. Another thing that was a little weird, a little goofy, is because everybody's hunting. All of a sudden, I forget exactly what the sheriff was doing, and then the very next scene, he just shows up in this, like, he gathered all these people to look for these girls because they ran off. Look for the girls in the woods. So they had this like hunting party. He gives them permission to shoot them, and they're like just like all weird, goofy, running around. They did that in Blades as well. It was just really strange. But like, yeah, in this it was just like I don't know. It was just like, it came out. It was like kind of like out of place for the movie. I would have rather there was no like big group of people that wanted to hunt down these girls. It was just really out of place in a way. I get the point of it, the search party, try to find them, but like I don't think it needed that. But whatever. But yeah, I thought the movie was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I'd watch it again. Pleasant surprise from what I thought it was going to be. Again, I don't watch Hitchcock movies. I seen like The Birds and Psycho, but other than that, I haven't seen one. I'll be honest. So if it's like this, if the movies are like that, then I'll check them out. But yeah, this was definitely worth a pickup. And like I believe in giving credit where credit is due. So like Master Chaos always says, try before you buy. You know, if you're not sure about this, look for it somewhere else, other means. You know, rent it off of some app, and you know, see if you like it before you want to spend like $30 or whatever. Or just wait till Black Friday sales or something like that, where it's like half off or whatever percentage, and then take the chance. But me, I just always just take the chance. Plus, I'm a subscriber. But yeah, I think a lot of people are going to like this. Very, very cool story. It's not my favorite of Vinegar Syndrome releases, but it is one of the better ones. It is. Especially, it's definitely probably the best one from September's releases. I haven't gone through 2 of them yet, but so far, this is the best one. It blows Blades right out of the water, to be honest, but that's a totally different movie. But anyway, yeah, Shallow Grave, check it out. I think you'll like it. If you've seen this, let me know what you think. Tell me your tale of the first time you watched it. And what you think of the ending. Because the ending is definitely like, it kind of reminds me too, I'll just say, like it should be on like Lifetime or something. Like it reminds me of like a TV movie. Was it on TV back in the day? I don't know. But it reminds you of that. Like, and the endings, I was like, oh my god. I can't say what I want to say because it'll ruin the ending, but like I was just like, what? So anybody seeing the movie knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But if you could please give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the little notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. If you're interested in this, I'll put a link below where you can purchase it. I'll put a link below for the trailer as well. But like I always say, proceed with caution. The trailer may contain spoilers. But that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later. Bye.